going on, everyone? So in this Denver matchup, right, Denver is going to execute their game plan in order to try to slow down the interior and LeBron James and Anthony Davis, right? Because if you can do your best to slow them down as much as possible, make them have to work, make things difficult, especially with LeBron, you've kind of seen the fatigue. You've seen him kind of wear down like we've never really seen before, right? He kind of looks gassed late in games at times. Denver's going to look for every exploitation that they can find. They're going to orchestrate their game plans to kind of pack the paint to the best of their ability. How do you fix that? Right? You got to hit shots. Lakers have been really good. Luckily, the Lakers have been really good hitting three-pointers, right? They've shot the ball well. A lot of that has been D'Angelo Russell. Even Taurean Prince has been good. I know a lot of people are kind of like iffy on Taurean Prince, but to me, it's not Prince's fault. It's more of just Darvin Ham's overuse of Taurean Prince. It's kind of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth rather than Prince just being bad. He's been very good for the Lakers this season. But beyond that, right? Obviously, you need to hit shots. You need to be able to. Austin Reeves needs to find his stroke. Gabe Vincent hit 2 threes in the Pelicans game, right? Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's a good sign the Lakers are going to hit shots. You got to be able to hit shots. But I also don't want to see the Lakers kind of fall in love with the three to the point where, hey, you're playing into Denver's plan here, right? Which is hey, if the Lakers just outshoot us and beat us, we'll live with it. Right, Rui, all these guys, there's several guys that have been really good shooting the three ball, right? But to me, the three ball for the Lakers needs to be what it has been all season, which is a tool to kind of open up everything else to put us in a position to now exploit their weaknesses because they're so worried about the three, things are kind of being exposed, right? But to me, more than anything, you have to be aggressive in attacking the rim. You have to apply pressure in getting to the basket. I need Spencer Dinwiddie, particularly because he's the guy that can handle the basketball. He's got good size, good strength. Right? Get to the rim. Apply pressure. Make Jokic. One of the things that Denver lacks is that interior defense. Jokic isn't known as this great defensive stopper and this guy that's just going to punish you every time you come into the paint. Right? No, put pressure on him. Put pressure on the refs to have to blow the whistle to make a call. Obviously, LeBron James, he can put his head down, get to the basket. But Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, right? They're not full speed ahead type thing, but they are guys that are capable of kind of getting into the teeth of the defense, slowly kind of snailing their way towards the rim. I need a lot of aggression at the rim. Lakers, for the most part, are going to do what they've always done. We've seen it in every playoff series, watched it in the in-season tournament. We've watched it in these last few Pelican games. LeBron and AD, everything kind of flowing through them. They're on the block. Everything's kind of inside out, right? LeBron out on the perimeter. You got a lot of action, a lot of movement, the 5 out, right? Guys being left open, backdoor cuts, right? Rui's been really good at that this year. But to me, you need to keep applying that pressure. I want relentless pressure on Denver. Again, you have to hit shots to open things up. So I'm not saying don't ever take threes, but we need to be, even if it costs us a game or two, right? Again, assuming you don't get swept again, which is a real problem. But I don't believe that'll happen. I believe this will be a 6-7 game series. And to me, if you keep applying that pressure, right, you keep tacking away and creating those cracks, eventually that dam is going to break and everything's going to come flooding out. So to me, one of the things that I would emphasize if I was Darvin Ham is applying pressure. Keep the pace. Keep pushing. Let's get out in transition, but let's get back and on defense in transition. Obviously, right? It's one of the point of emphasis. It's one of the things that killed us and against Denver last year. Right? It's one of the reasons why the Lakers haven't been that good on offensive rebounds because they're making a point of instead of going and trying to chase down that miss that we just made, let's get back on defense and get in transition. That's fine, especially against Denver. Probably going to need that, right? Because especially Jokic with that look-ahead pass, that touchdown pass, you need to get back. But to me, keep the pace, right? You control and dictate this game. Keep applying the pressure. Put it on the refs to make a call. If they don't make a call, don't be crying. Get back on defense, right? Spencer Dinwiddie, that's one of the things that just drive me crazy about Spencer. He complains and cries more than he does anything else. Dude, I need you to get back. LeBron James at times can kind of fall in love with crying to the refs and stuff. You need to get back. It's the playoffs. You kind of get away with that. You kind of do that in the regular season. We're in the playoffs. You can't really do that. I need that relentlessness from these Lakers. I need a lot of inside out, but I need them to continue to apply pressure at that rim. Right? I need them to continue to go at Jokic. Anthony Davis, when you have the ball, get into Jokic. Be aggressive into Jokic, right? Get him into early foul trouble. Make the refs blow the whistle. And even if they don't, at least if you're constantly putting pressure and putting him in position, you're going to wear him down. If every single play and every single possession, he's got to make adjustments and he's got to do these extra work and stuff, and you can draw out that series, right? You're going to wear him down, even if it's marginal, right? Even if it's just small little variation, that still goes a long way. That could be the difference. These games have been so tight and so close. That can be the difference between you winning or losing this series, or winning and losing some of these games. But if we play into Denver's hands and we just start jacking up a bunch of threes, obviously if we're hitting them, fine, right? If, D'Lo's 7 of 9 and Reeves is 5 of 8 and guys are just shooting the lights out, then fine. I'm okay with it. Keep shooting, when it rains, it pours. I'm all for it. But I don't want to see us fall into the trap of we fall in love with a 3 ball and we end up getting to the point where we're shooting us out of games and Denver's taking advantage. Denver's like, good, keep shooting, right? Keep playing in our game. No, I want us to put pressure on that interior defense, right? Make Aaron Gordon have to make plays on the defensive side. Make Jokic have to make plays on the defensive side, right? You do that, the Lakers are going to be in good shape, right? Denver, they can play defense. Don't get me wrong. They're good, but they're not some elite defensive team. They never have. Even last year, they're one of the worst defensive teams to ever win a championship. They're not known as this lockdown intensity type defensive team. They can defend. I'm not saying they're atrocious or terrible or anything. They do have good defensive pieces. Aaron Gordon can be good at defending out of the perimeter. KCP, obviously. He's having an all defensive type season. Michael Porter Jr. with his size and his length. Jamal Murray, right? But you can get into that defense. We've seen the Lakers do it. Right? In the game, in the most recent game where we almost beat them, and we were up 15 at one point, a lot of it was us playing with proper pace, us getting up and down the court, us getting inside and putting pressure at the rim. But as soon as we start falling in love with the 3 and we just start shooting ourselves and we take our foot off the gas and all those things, what do you see? Even in the Pelicans game, right? Lakers dominating, blowing them out, looking great. And then what do? They start falling in love with the 3. They take their foot off the gas, right? No, you have to be relentless. You have to keep putting yourself in a position where Denver now has to keep adjusting and Denver has to keep trying to figure out and solve you rather than you having to keep trying to figure out and solve Denver, right? So hopefully, fingers crossed, that the Lakers and Darvin Ham have that as kind of part of their blueprint. I'll go into more in depth. I might do a long, 40-minute, hour-long video, going into the actual game to kind of break down all the details. But I want to kind of touch on some of these various things throughout. I want to do a video on Darvin Ham, so look forward to that, stuff like that. But again, to me, it's to me, it's going to be which team can apply the most pressure and control and dictate the pace. Right? If Denver gets to play the game that they want to play, the Lakers are going to lose, and they're probably going to lose pretty quickly. If the Lakers can, if they can kind of be the bully and they can kind of dictate and control this game, which we've seen in moments them be able to. Lakers have shown that they can at times. Can they do it for a full game is the question, right? And again, I believe that as soon as the Lakers figure out that formula to beat them, I think that'll open things up and they'll be able to do it. And they'll be able to do it again and again and again and again. And I think a lot of it is going to be just keep putting pressure on Jokic, Aaron Gordon, all these guys. Keep making them have to backpedal and contest you at the rim, even if you're missing shots, right? Even if you have to adjust, you're not going well. Again, you're wearing them down, you're applying pressure, you're putting it on the refs to make a call, right? Which the Lakers, you get to the foul line, you make free throws, right? But outside of that, you're running and you're heading the other direction. I believe the Lakers will be in a position to win these games and even this series. So I'm hoping that the Lakers go that course. But Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think like, yes, keep applying that pressure, keep being aggressive, keep being dominant inside the defense? Do you think no? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos. Truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.